The incident was said to have happened in a music lesson. Adam Joseph Orfila was accused of having stood behind a 13-year-old girl and, under the pretext of helping her with a keyboard task, rubbing his crotch against her arm. Prosecutor Karen Drago insisted the evidence was clear and that the action was intentional and sexual in nature. But defense lawyer Sir Peter Caruana KC told the court the prosecution's case was riddled with inconsistencies and differences in evidence. He pointed to different accounts between witnesses as to where and when the contact between the defendant and the complainant had taken place, as well as the nature of the contact itself. Earlier in the week, the defendant himself chose to give evidence, and the chair the girl was sitting in during the lesson was brought in as evidence. It was Mr. Orfila's contention that he wasn't tall enough to rise over the chair for the contact the girl claimed to have taken place. Sir Peter also observed that Mr. Orfila had been a music tutor for years and had taught in one-to-one sessions. So there were many more obvious opportunities for him to have misbehaved than in a classroom full of potential observers, and yet he had never been the subject of a complaint. He said this was a life-changing event for Mr. Orfila and his family, and the burden of proof shouldn't change just because the evidence was given by a child. As she gave her last instructions to the jury, Judge Karen Ramaje Prescott said inconsistencies in evidence didn't mean the accusation wasn't true, but said it could make it difficult to establish what the truth was. After considering the evidence, the jury returned a verdict of not guilty.